Snipers, you have to see what's happening in the Bitcoin price this Wednesdays. I had to get out this emergency update. It's 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but there may be a major move happening to Bitcoin in the immediate short term with institutional players potentially front-running this move. Notice how we're seeing abnormal activity on Coinbase Pro for leveraged positions as well as inflows and outflows. Why is this happening right now? And not to mention that today, Netflix was up over 14% in after-hours trading after reporting better than expected earnings. Why is a stock that's down over 60% from its all-time highs pushing up over 14% in after-hours trading, which means that we haven't seen it reflect in the current day trading session of the equity markets, which are opening up in less than 6 hours? Does this mean, as we are halfway through this week, that Bitcoin can make a major move above the major resistance at 19,400? Maybe while you're watching this video, let's dive straight into the chart. Sniper, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support this content. So we know what we're watching for Bitcoin right now, 19,439 US dollars. That is the major resistance. If we get above this previous weekly open, that's the early signs that we're about to see an upside move above 20,000 US dollars. Staying below 19,439 though opens up the door to 17,202. But let's not talk about that just yet, because look what's happening to the DXY. It's actually also below its previous weekly open, while the S&P 500 is actually above its previous weekly open, showing the clear inverse correlation being played out here with the S&P 500 and the DXY. Why is Bitcoin not following suit? Well, let's go into the Bitcoin against SPY chart. Now it's starting to look like a rejection of this resistance, and it looks like this descending triangle is still intact. I've been telling you, snipers, the Bitcoin against SPY pairing is the most important chart right now to monitor, and we do not have a confirmation yet of a breakout. This is something we have to monitor. If we start to approach this support, the descending triangle again, that spells trouble for Bitcoin. Now, the coast is not just clear just yet because we don't see a breakout here, but because the equity markets are showing positive strength, that is giving us a chance to see this abnormal upside move in Bitcoin. And what we need to see for the S&P 500 is continuation of this push to the upside by getting above the midpoint of this channel, sitting right at where the S&P 500 currently is at for the E-mini futures contract. We're talking about 3790, right around that 3,800 area for the S&P 500 E-mini futures contract. Quickly, before we get back to Bitcoin, Ethereum also not concerning as it's above 1277. The Ethereum to Bitcoin pairing also holding above 65,000 Satoshis. If we get below 1277, that's what spells trouble for Ethereum. But staying above it, it's inside this extremely tight range that at any point we could be seeing liquidity flow into the cryptocurrency market for a push above this previous weekly open with record inflation. Why wouldn't we see that happen? Let's move straight into Bitcoin. Talk about what's happening. Currently trading at 19,200. I'm telling you, snipers, if we're going to be seeing something abnormal, it might happen in the next 24 to 48 hours, maybe while you're watching this video, because of what we're seeing on Coinbase, the abnormal activity, and what we're seeing with stocks like Netflix in after hours up over 15% in a bear market, above its 20-week moving average right now. All we need right now is a confirmation above 19,439. Our first upside target for Bitcoin will be the 20-week moving average, the bull market resistance sitting at 21,000, break even. And then, of course, if we get to that 20-week moving average, what we want to see is price action above the 20-week moving average and then holding it as support. And now you're going to start to see the case of a potential double bottom in play, and the bulls are going to come out and say that this is the bottom. But we have to first conquer 19,439 in the immediate short-term, snipers. And we haven't yet seen a short squeeze in the markets. What's interesting about that, check this out. The S&P 500, these are 4 of the top 10 largest single-day bullish moves for the S&P 500, which occurred in 1929, 1931, and then both in 2008 to complete the 4 major moves here. The 4 of the top 10 largest single-day bullish moves for the S&P 500, all happening during recessions. Imagine what a similar single-day change in the current market would do to all the record puts. If you don't know, we are seeing record amount of short positions open right now, and we have not seen a major short squeeze. Just like when Bitcoin was at 60,000 US dollars with record amounts of long positions, and then we saw a long squeeze We haven't seen a short squeeze just yet. And so that's something we also have to be on the lookout for. Maybe this week, who knows? Netflix was up over 14% after hours trading. Let's see what happens, Snipers. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support this weekly content. And until next time, Snipers, I will see you guys later. Snipers, out.